Hi everyone! Today's video I wanted to show you my makeup routine for oily skin. I have extremely oily skin and I've tried out this new trick that works really well for me. Sorry, I talked to my hands. That works really well for me, and so if you have oily skin, then continue watching my oily skin makeup routine. So I started out with applying our tea tree face cream. This is a moisturizer for oily skin, and you want to apply this during your skincare routine and let that soak in for a bit before you start applying your makeup. So I'll apply this and then I will pick out my jewelry, I'll pick out my outfit, and then it's set in my skin long enough where I'm ready to continue the prep for makeup. So the next step that I take for my oily makeup routine is I start out with a time locker spray, with a setting spray. I'm with the company Farmasi, so I'm using our makeup time locker setting spray, and I'm going to spray this all over my face. And apply a decent amount, and then I just let that dry. So setting sprays are typically used to set your makeup after you've applied all of it. I know that you can also use it to apply brow powder and also use it for eyeshadows. So I've let the setting spray sit for a bit and dry on my face, and then you want to take a powder. This is our Befit powder. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's got all kinds of different colors in it. So I like to take this because it's very mattifying for my face. So typically if you have oily skin, you lean towards anything that's going to mattify your face, because throughout the day, it gets shiny just automatically. We magically can make our face shiny with all of the oils that we produce. So you wanna go in with a powder that's gonna mattify. So I take our Befit powder and I just start pressing it into my face everywhere after putting on that time locker spray. So after those two steps, it is time to apply a primer. I'm going to be taking the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. If you don't use a primer, you should really look into finding one that will fit with your skin type. A primer is going to prepare your face for all of the makeup that you're going to be applying after. This is going to be a barrier between your skin and the makeup, and it's going to really help make your makeup apply smooth and flawlessly. This will fill in all of your pores, wrinkles, and just give a nice smooth finish to the face. The one that I'm using is silicone based. It is good for oily skin. That's what you want to look for when you have oily skin, is one that's going to help mattify rather than bring illumination to your face. So this one is definitely mattifying. It is so good for larger pores and minimizing those pores. I love this stuff. And I press it into the areas, especially my troublesome areas, which is my nose, my cheeks, forehead, and my chin. Okay, so I've let my primer sit for a bit. I went ahead and got my beauty blender nice and damp and ready for my foundation application. So I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite foundations for oily skin. This is Stay Matte Mineral Enriched Foundation by the company Farmasi. I'm in the shade 09, and I'm going to just start applying this onto my face. I take it in little dots on my beauty blender, like so, and then start applying it onto my face. And a little bit goes a long way depending on the coverage that you're wanting. I like a light coverage, but it's definitely buildable. All right, I got all of that blended out. Just that little small amount that I put on my sponge was plenty for a nice even application on my face. Very light coverage and perfect, absolutely perfect for oily skin. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer for my eyelids and under my eyes, and then I will be back to show you guys the last step before finishing the rest of my makeup. The last step in completing my makeup routine for oily skin is using a setting powder. This is going to set all of the liquid that you've applied to your face and keep it staying put all day. So I'm gonna start off with one of our transparent finishing powders. This one I'm going to take on my eyelids where I applied concealer. And this is just going to brighten up under my eyes even more. And also set the concealer in place. And when you're putting this powder on, you want to ensure that you're pressing it into your skin so that you're not moving all of the product around. You're just setting it in place. And now I'm gonna go in with this Face Perfecting pressed powder. And I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and put this in all of the other spots that I didn't already set my face. And this just adds a little bit of coverage, just the smallest amount since it is a colored pressed powder. And it's going to really set in all of that makeup. Help it stay put all day. And whenever you are searching for a powder for your face, if you have oily skin, you really want to look for one that is going to be really light and apply lightly so that your face doesn't get super cakey. I apply a lot of powder, and this is such a very light powder. It doesn't get cakey on my face, and I put on a lot just to ensure that my makeup stays all day. So those are the steps to helping my skin stay oily free all day with my super oily skin. Super easy once you get the hang of it. It really doesn't take very long. And honestly, it's worth it, even though it is a few more steps, just so that I know that my makeup is looking the best that it can for a long amount of time. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I will jump right back on. Ta-da! The rest of my makeup is done. So the last thing that I do is take the Time Locker setting spray or any setting spray that you have, and you're going to set your face. And something that I saw just recently that I'm trying out is taking a highlight and putting that on after spraying the setting spray, just to make it even more vibrant. And I can't decide if I actually can tell a difference or not, but the highlight is beautiful. So all right, so the setting spray is all dry. My face is ready for the day. So if you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you are interested in more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have any requests, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.